everyone, welcome back to Beyond the Studio Pilates. My name's Hannah and today I want to take you through a really gentle mobility workout that's going to be purely mat based. You're not going to need any equipment for this and this is suitable for all abilities. If you find that your wrists aren't a big fan of being leant on, you can either roll up a little towel or you can create a fist that's going to help with that wrist pressure. So we're coming into our box position. Wrists are under your shoulders. Knees are under your hips, tilting your pelvis so that tailbone is pointing away from you. We're going to take an inhale in the middle. Then you're going to exhale. Take your right arm through the gap between your left arm and leg. Stretch out through that arm, inhale. And then exhale. Gently bringing that arm back down. Hold in the middle for an inhale. And then exhale. Other side. Stretching through that arm. Make sure you're not leaning backwards. So keep your hips over your knees. Hold. Exhale. Back to the center. Inhale in the middle. Exhale. So your eye line follows your arm. Hold for an inhale. Exhale. Back to the middle. Inhale in the middle. Going to do 2 more to each side like this. So as you stretch that arm through the gap, take your inhale, release that pelvic floor, and then exhale, bring that pelvic floor and call back into action as you move. Okay, 1 more to each side like this. Okay, then just coming off those wrists for a second, bring them together, little wrist stretch, so my jellyfish stretch. So we're going to just develop that slightly now. I'm going to take a leg out. If this isn't quite right for you today, stick with what we've just done, keep that going. The leg just brings in a little bit more of a balance challenge, but it does mean that you can increase that stretch through your back a bit more, which is actually quite nice. So we're coming back into our box position. Make sure that you're creating a really good box. Eyes to the floor. Take an inhale. Going to take your left foot out. Stick the ball of your left foot to the floor. Then you're going to exhale. Take your right arm through the gap between your left arm and leg. So this time you can really stretch. You can lift that hip into the air a little bit. And then on your exhale, you're bringing that arm in line with your shoulder, rotating through that mid-spine. Reach to the sky, hold. And then exhale. Everything is making its way back to the middle. Inhale in the middle. Foot comes out, exhale. Through the gap, really stretch through those fingers, inhale. Exhale. Arm comes in line with your shoulder. Rotate through that mid-spine, look to the sky, inhale. Exhale. Arm comes down, leg comes in. Inhaling in the middle again, taking that left foot out. Exhale through the gap. So every time you bring your arm and leg down, make sure you're putting your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Make sure you're not changing that positioning. Really reach through that gap. As you exhale, think pelvic floor. Okay, going to do 2 more to each side. Really stretching that arm through that gap. Okay, 1 more to each side. Really stretching out through that back, rotating through that spine as you lift. And final one. And then you can come back off those wrists, bring those fingertips together again, little wrist stretch. So we're going to do a really nice lower back exercise next. So we're coming down onto the mat. Feet are hip distance apart, knees are in line with your hips and your toes, core switched on. You can keep your hands on your hips if you want to, just to give you some feedback on this one. It's a really little move. All we're going to do is we're just going to slide our left hip towards our left heel and then back to the middle. I'm just going to slide our right hip towards our right heel and then back to the middle. So just sliding left to left, right to right. Everything else stays nice and still. So it's a really slow, controlled move. It's going to help to alleviate any stickiness in that lower back. Going to do 1 more to each side here. So final time to each side, really stretch your hip towards your heel. And then back to the middle. Then from here you're going to take your right leg out long, pop your left leg on top of your right leg, bring your left arm out to the side and then guide your right leg over to the left hand side, your left leg over to the right hand side of your body, holding it there. Then coming back to the middle, sliding that leg out, bring your right leg up so it's sitting on top of your left leg, guiding that right leg over to the left hand side of your body, holding it there. And bringing that leg back up, giving yourself a full body stretch. And then coming back up to sitting for me. Thanks for joining my mobility workout today. I hope you found it really beneficial. Have a little look around my playlist and remember to hit the subscribe button so you get a notification every time I release a new class. Bye for now.